Welcome to the America 2.0 vlog, brought to you by Marcus Sykes, the visionary artist leader. This series is all about Marcus's journey as he campaigns for the presidency with a bold mission to transform America into a direct democracy. Through these vlogs, you'll get an in-depth look at the innovative ideas and creative policies that aim to empower every citizen and reshape our nation's future. Join us as we explore the path to America 2.0 and the inspiring vision behind this campaign.
Yeah, back in the game. Okay, so it's 2024, and we all know what time it is. It's time to vote for Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist. Now, a lot of y'all are probably thinking, like, where have I been? What's going on? This and that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I am here now. I am here now, and I am here for the vote. The vote for your vote. I'm here to upgrade America into a direct democracy. I am the number one single most important man today. And that may sound like a cliche, but this is the reason why I'm doing this blog. This is the reason why I'm running for president. This is the reason why you should vote for me. Because I am talking about the upgrade into a direct democracy. I'm talking about turning us into a upgraded new way of life that's better for your kids, my kids, and everybody else's kids. I'm talking about changing the United States and making what it's supposed to be. Because right now what it is this is not what we are supposed to be. And all you got to do is look around and you can clearly see that I am telling you the truth, the ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is that we as a people have to bring our voices together under me, Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist, in order to bring about the change that really we need to make. And that change is an upgrade to the system, a new upgrade that includes me and you as the consensus. And that consensus checks the representatives and the entirety of the representative government. That is the upgrade. That is the change that you know that needs to be made, whether you know it or not. I am the father of practicality. I am the author of America 2.0, the direct democracy. I am the authenticator, because by voting for me, 50 million votes for me puts me in the White House and effectively takes this country into what's called a reconstruction era, where we are basically renovating our government and the way that it operates. We're renovating it in a way where our voices will count. We are renovating it in a way where we will have privacy, because we have to actually fortify, create, and build our own. As the people, we have the right to do this under the Constitution. The 10th Amendment gives us the ability to do so. It's your job and my job to do so, because we don't have the consensus. We don't have a voice. We are operating under representative government, which is slave master setup. The Republicans are representing the freedom, and the Democrats are representing equality. So we have freedom fighting equality, and we have equality fighting freedom. But the consensus, in order to find the consensus, it is bigger than the Democrats, it's bigger than the Republicans. So in order to, the consensus is more important, and it's the most powerful. And it needs both Democrats and Republicans to be found. So this is the almighty check, the consensus. Because what is that? The voice of the people. If you can calculate it at pinpoint accuracy, at an exact accuracy, that means your security within your voting system is solid, then yes, we can say that this is the voice of God now. So that means we have to create a system that is enclosed with satellites and mobile devices that operate independent of everything else. This is the voice of the people we're talking about. This is something that we can do. There's all the technology here to do this. And I am a piece of the technology that is here, because what I am telling you is the certified code of the upgrade of America into a direct democracy. And under me, Marcus Sykes, running for president, you will see that change. And that is the only change that we need to make today. That is the most important change that we need to make today. This is scheduled to happen within 200 years. But the casualties is not worth it. We should do it now. And I am here to say, let's do it now. I was not designed to be here. I am an artist, and I operate as an art form. But it is through me that the vision has become clear. a visionary, a humble humanitarian, which is what I am, running for the president to upgrade us into a direct democracy. It is very simple. Very simple what happens when I get in the White House. It is very simple to see what this is about. Because this is all I'm talking about. This is all I'm thinking about. This is all that needs to be done in my mind, in my eye, and I can see it. The Democrats and the Republicans are not ever going to stop the same fight, the same back and forth situation of freedom fighting equality. That is a never-ending struggle. And it is progress over time, but the progress is not being made by Democrats or Republicans. Televisions, cell phones, YouTube, nothing comes from Republicans and Democrats. Republicans and Democrats are our representatives. You are voting for a representative who is a Republican or a Democrat, and you are empowering them with your voice. But this is the almighty powerful check that empowers you through your voice. The vote for me is a vote for you. Because see, I have no reason to believe that I want to be the president. And that's part of why you see this kind of campaign. That's part of why you think low of this campaign. Because it doesn't play by the same rules, because I am not the same ruler. I am not the same kind of man or person. I am an artist. This is a vision. America 2.0 is an upgrade. Everything about what you are seeing right now is not something that you can compare to anything today, whether it be Democrats, Republicans, Christians, or Muslims. This is an unprecedented level of advancement that turns this planet into a better place for your children, which is the point of survival of humankind. And what is more effective at doing that very thing? What is the most powerful thing right now? It is this. It is this. It is the change. It is the upgrade of American society, which will upgrade the entire globe. This is not an experiment. This is a work in progress. And now it's time for you to progress. Progress past these past ideas, these white supremacist ideas of what a president should look like. Because I am not an African American. I am not a white patriot American. I am a nigger from the United States, a descendant of slaves. Now, when I get in that White House, I will be the commander in chief. And I will dictate what happens in this country. And that dictation is your dictation, because I cannot do it without your vote. The only reason I did it is because you understood it was the right thing to do. Because I am not worth being a president. I do not even want to be a president. But it is my job to run for president. That doesn't make sense. So guess what? I feel exactly the same way you do about it. But we can make it work. I can make it work, I believe. Therefore, it shall be. It shall be done. I believe, therefore, it shall be. Because when I am president, commander-in-chief, I demand that it be done. And I have the power to demand it, and I have the power to enforce it, because I am the power. I am the sole power of doing what I am here to do, which is to create a direct democracy. I have designed the power, and the power is designed in my presidency, in my campaign, and is designed within me, in my mind, my memories, everything. This is the design of America 2.0. This is the upgrade of the way that we live. I am the conduit by which it will be. I make it possible. Your vote for me confirms it. It confirms that it shall be. Simply a vote. You have the power as a citizen of the United States. to vote for me, to vote for a change, to vote for the real upgrade. This is what we don't have time to wait for. We got a chance in 2024 right now to do it. It's just your vote. It's just me giving you the key by allowing you to vote for this, by giving you the option to vote for this. That makes me the key. Understanding this, being the vision of this, being the visionary of this, confirms I am the key. Now, this is not complicated. It's very simple what we have to do. But because it's so big, it's going to take all of us to get it done. This is not a one-man job. There's no such thing anymore as a one-man job. This is not a job for Superman. This is a job for we the people. This is a job for all of us. This is a job that we have to do it for our kids. This is the point of doing it, to set the future up for our kids so that they don't end up like us. Fighting whether to see what's important, more important, freedom or equality, because we can't afford them both. That's not a way of life. That is not, we should know by now. And I know we should know by now what to do, because look at me and I am telling you what to do. Who the fuck am I? Who am I to be telling you this? I am just somebody like you who understands just like you. The only difference is I got the guts to actually do it. And here I am doing it right before you. So what the fuck are you waiting for? I'm all you need to get this done, to upgrade this society in the way that it needs to be upgraded, to set the situation right, to set the record right on everything that went in the past. I'm not coming in there to put no band-aids on nothing. I'm coming in there to overhaul the situation. Overhaul the situation from the ground up. We going into reconstruction. We finna build a new check to the system. We finna have a new tax code. We finna upgrade to a futuristic setup by simply adding 2 new checks to the system. That's it. It's very simple. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just putting rubber tires on it that air up. This is what we're doing. When you vote for me, when you vote for Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist, you are voting to change everything about our lives as Americans. You're voting to change the way that we interpret this life. We got a lot of issues stemming from this way that we're operating that is less than perfect. Less than perfect than America 2.0. It's more perfect. So we don't have a choice. This is the way we got to go. If you got a better way, then I want you to sit there and think to yourself. Think about it. Is that really going to be the better way to go? Does that really stand up to me and what I'm talking about? Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about upgrading America into a direct democracy, adding 2 new checks to the system, which is the voice of the people, which is our votes, that comes together with a system that calculates it, called the consensus, that gives you, that delivers the consensus on every demographic. And it gives the people an all-powerful check so that they can elect and impeach representatives. And a constitutional AI to safeguard everything that we decide to do, making sure that it lines up with the laws and the Constitution. Basically giving our output perfection. Giving us the ability to perfect ourselves based on what is right and by the law. Now you tell me, what do you have out there? What do you have in your mind that you really believe is bigger than me and this that I'm talking about? Because I have found nothing. I see nothing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing how I am so much, but yet nothing, but yet small. But what makes me so much is not my size. what makes me so much is what I am doing, what I am trying to do, what I see. It's all really outside of my physical form that gives me any kind of power. I am just another man, just like you. So if I am the greatest man on this planet, then that means that you are just as good. Because I am not spectacular in any kind of way. I am a regular person. I'm not a celebrity billionaire. I'm not a Harvard graduate. I'm not the son of George Washington. I'm just somebody. Basic and normal. So if I am great, if I am the most important man alive, then that tells you how important you are now. That tells you how important we all are now. And in America 2.0, we recognize that because it is a real thing now. You can shoot down the president. If you think that he's wrong and you are indeed right, then you can veto even a presidential executive order. That gives us all freedom to say and act in any way that we feel that we need to. And through the constitutional AI, we can articulate ourselves perfectly. Now, who is the most important man alive? What is the most important thing? It comes back to me and America 2.0 and the upgrade of America right now into a direct democracy. There is nothing else that supersedes that. So there is no one that supersedes me. And I am no one. I'm just one of you. I'm just like you. I'm just somebody else like you. That's just trying to do what's right. Trying to figure out what the right thing to do is. And I've gotten this far in just one area. The vision. The syntax of the upgrade and how we can do it. How we can effectively do it. And right now, voting for me, it's made that simple for you. It's made that simple for you to vote for me, and it's done. It's the push of a button. It's a more simplified version of how the future works, which in the future, that's how it will work. Just push a button, and it's done. Vote, and it's done. It's through your votes. It's through of your vote is the currency. Your vote is currency. Your vote controls the stock market. Your vote controls your representatives. So we're not allowed to vote very much. America 2.0 changes that and makes it to where we are voting on everything that is associated with our tax money. This is a very simple, dimple little understanding. It's very simple. You understand what I am saying. But we don't know what's going to happen because everybody doesn't understand what I'm saying, but everyone can understand. So what we have to do, we the people, the voice of the people, what we have to do is we have to try. We have to try. Even if we fail, we must try. That's how we won our independence, by trying. Because we were scheduled to fail. We didn't have an army. So we need to try. Me and you. Who says that if this campaign is shared amongst the people and people believe in it and they share it, who's to say that we can't get the message to 50 million people? We got to promote the idea itself. We have to talk about the idea to our friends. Therefore, we have to share. We have to share this publication. We have to share this presidential speech. So that's your job. If you believe in what I believe, if you can see what I can see, and if you don't see it yet, then stick around. At the very least, stick around and see what else there may be. Because obviously, you know that what I'm saying is valid. But your doubts are based on your beliefs. You still believe in a slave master way of life. You still believe that you will always be a slave to these representatives in the government. But it all comes crashing down in a moment. In one moment. It all comes crashing down at one moment. One day, one vote, bam, this comes crashing down. Because me in the White House is considered a state of emergency. So yeah, we've got to go through Reconstruction. And this Reconstruction will make sure that this will never happen again. Because the people, through a direct democracy, can govern themselves very accurately and very sophisticated, more efficiently than the entirety of the representative government as it stands today. So eventually this is what's going to happen. But we're talking about a transition. Not an overnight success, but a transition. Something that takes years to develop. Something that your kids will develop. Your kids will develop the system for their time period. And as time progresses, each generation is reorganizing the laws and doing it quickly and efficiently and better than how things are happening now, because this is moving too slow. It's moving too slow. And the people are totally disconnected to everything that's happening. And a lot of people just don't care anymore because they feel and know that they can do nothing. So why worry about something that you can't do? Why even think about something you can't fix? This is where your mind is at. This is what you are thinking. This is why everyone is living a secular lifestyle, because we are not connected, not in the way that we should be. Every person has a telephone, but who else getting calls? And what kind of calls are you getting? Most of your calls are what? Robocalls? People trying to extort you? Who's calling you? We're not using this technology the right way because we're all using it against each other. This is a capitalistic state that we live in that needs to be fixed. And we're talking about upgrading to a new standard of life where we have capitalism as well as everything else and all these other isms in their correct place, operating to the people's benefit. But every system cannot be based on capitalism because Social Security is not capitalism. That is not capitalism. But my name is Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus the Antichrist, and I'm running for the President of the United States to upgrade us into a direct democracy. (2024), vote for your boy. We finna upgrade this country into, you know what I'm saying, to be something that it needs to be, something that it should be. George Washington couldn't do it, but I can do it. George Washington couldn't do it, but I can do it. Abraham Lincoln couldn't do it, but I can do it. Obama couldn't do it. But guess what? I can do it. Trump couldn't do it. Biden couldn't do it, but I can do it. Because this is the matrix of it being done. I am a part of the matrix of it being done. So when I am in the White House, it will be done. Now that's my dictation. Marcus Sykes, Black Jesus, the Antichrist. Coming for the White House, 2024. Vote for your boy.